Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my June update in my Shop My Stash Project Pan series. I call this project a project pan because I shop my stash like I normally would, which is basically pulling out different items from my collection to focus on instead of focusing on my whole collection for a period of time. It's usually about a month. But the reason, like I said, I call it a project pan is because I have a usage threshold. So I have to use every product at least 5 times before rolling it out. So if I don't hit 5 uses on a product, I actually keep it around for another round of this project. However, I won't have any sticking around this month because I hit 5 uses on every single one, which I'm excited about. Sometimes I wait to like a little bit longer to film these videos just to make sure I hit 5 uses on some of these because it's fun, I think, to do like a complete rollout and then bring some new products back in to work on. So that quick little explanation being said, I'm gonna go ahead and talk through the products that I've used this past month. 3 of them I used 18 times, so I'm just gonna talk about them all at the same time. So the first is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I really enjoyed using this. I've continued to say this is a great product. There's a ton of product in here because the pan is so big, but I was kind of curious if I would get close to hitting pan on this. I don't think that I did. I definitely have a dip going in here, but nothing that looks like I'm gonna hit pan anytime soon. I'm just really curious of like, since the pan is so wide, like is it really that deep or not? We will see at some point, but no pan on this one this time. And then I also used my Kosas Cloud Set Powder 18 times. I brought down the like little hill on this one because it is a baked product definitely throughout this project, and also just have some like holes in here popping up. I've heard a lot about hard pan for this product, but really I just have the tiniest little line of hard pan down here at the bottom and that is it, and I've otherwise had no problems, which I'm obviously super excited about and happy about. So really like this powder, really like how it makes my skin look. It feels very like light and airy and it gives me a really nice base to work from. So really enjoyed having this in the project. And then I also had my Benefit Cookie Highlight in the project. And again, I used this 18 times. I expanded that little pan in there a little bit. I used this obviously as a highlight, and I also used it a lot in my inner corner. So big fan of this one. I just think the pink is such like a pretty shade for me and really enjoyed having all 3 of these in this project. Really like how they all paired together and enjoyed using all of them. Moving on to a couple of eye products. So the first is my Avon eyeliner. I used this 7 times this past month, and now I have rolled it into my regular project pan. So if you have not seen that video, go ahead and check it out. And I'm counting usage on that now for this over there. So hoping to finish this up by the end of the year. I need to just get it down to where I can't sharpen it any further. So I'm guessing like maybe halfway, a little bit more of this. So continuing to make progress there slowly but surely. I basically just put this in my waterline, so it's like very slow progress, but we will get there, I'm determined. And then I also used my Urban Decay Moon Dust Shadow in the shade Lithium 5 times. Honestly, I thought this was gonna be a little bit easier to use because I was bringing it on vacation with me, but it was still challenging because I did not wear a lot of makeup on vacation. I think I only got ready like 1 or 2 times while I was on vacation, and then otherwise just went makeup free. So it was hard to find the space to use this, especially because I've been so focused on my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. I have an exciting update coming up next, so definitely check out that video when it comes out. But I was able to get it done, find 5 ways to use this, and I'm happy to be able to roll it out this month and not have it stick around for another month. And then the rest are lip products. So the first one that I rolled in is my Clinique Black Honey lipstick. I used this 7 times, and obviously it looks super dark in here, but it's such a sheer lipstick. So I really enjoyed actually just leaving this in my purse when I would go out and using it that way. Honestly, I may have used it more than 7 times, just reapplying, but I didn't remember to count those. So excited to have gotten some good usage on this one this month. And then I also used my Carli Bybel Il Makiage lip gloss. This one I love. It has such like a glittery, shimmery look. I used this 6 times. And then I managed to get 5 uses out of this. This is my Maybelline Coral Crush lipstick. I was a little hesitant because I wore it by itself a couple times and it was a little bright for me. So what I ended up doing was wearing my Beauty Vault lip liner that's in my project pan as a lip liner and then pairing this on top, and it definitely mellowed it out a little bit, and I was able to make it work that way for the other 3 uses on this. So super happy that I was able to wear this 5 times as well. So that is everything. I am so thrilled that I was able to hit 5 uses on everything, and overall like really enjoyed most of it. I know some of it was more challenging than others, but was able to figure out a way to make it work for me. So super happy about that. Love being able to use different things in my collection and make good usage on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back, and then we will pick out some new products to work on. I'm gonna go ahead and start with base, and I'm actually working on this Oma Beauty foundation right now, so I probably don't need a ton of anything to move in, but I have been enjoying just like a lighter base more recently, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in just for that option. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. And then in terms of face powder, I have quite a few in here, and I don't think I've used this CoverGirl Clean Fresh one yet, and so I think I'm gonna pull this one in just to get some usage on it. So I'm gonna work on that one a little bit. I've obviously spent time with all of these other ones, but I'm pretty sure I've only used this maybe once or twice since I've purchased it. And so it'll be good to have it in this project because, you know, that gets me at least 15 plus uses, especially if it's just the only powder on its own. I do need a bronzer, and obviously I just worked on this Marc Jacobs one, so it won't be that one. And I think I worked on this butter bronzer just before, but honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards either this one or the Milani one. But I'm wondering if I just move the butter bronzer in and try to expand this pan, and then I pan it in my project pan next. I think that might be what I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this bronzer in as like preparation for panning and try and expand that pan. So I'm setting myself up hopefully for success for the later half of this year. So I'm gonna pull this one in. And then I need a highlight as well. Just worked on my Cookie highlight, so that one's out. I think I've recently worked on NARS Albatross Believe, so I'm probably not gonna pull that one in. Also, I don't really feel like that one's a very summery shade. And then speaking of summery shades, I feel like summery shades are Soft and Gentle, and then also Champagne Pop. So I think I'm actually gonna go with Soft and Gentle because I'm not sure when the last time I used this one is. So, and this one's just a classic. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one in. And then I haven't picked out a blush in this project all this year because I've been working really hard on my NARS blush in my project pan. But if you watch my last update, that is just crumbles left. That hopefully will not take me very long to finish. So I am gonna pull a blush into this project. And honestly, I haven't worked on any of these since that one's been in my project, so I don't even know what I want. But I'm leaning towards this Too Faced one. I do believe I have a pan in this. There is that pan, so love to see that one expand a little bit and see what we can do with this. Okay, so we got like face covered with this stack. And now I want to move to eyeshadow, although it was such a struggle using that eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna skip shadow. And then I have that liner in my project pan, so I think I'm also gonna skip liner and other things like that. So that kind of leaves me with lip products because I have this in my project pan, so I don't need a setting spray or anything. I do want to pick out a lip gloss. So one lip gloss that I have not worked on is this Gloss Bomb Cream from Fenty in the shade Fenty Glow. And I've had this for a little while too, so I do think I'm gonna spend some time working on that. I've also been pulling for this a lot. This is my NYX lip oil, so I do think I'm gonna pull this one in as well. And then I'm not even sure if I wanna bring in like a regular bullet lipstick, maybe something more on the nude side. I have no idea though. I have not really contemplated this much. It's a little dark, I think, for what I'm looking for summer. I wonder what this lipstick queen. No, I also feel like that's kind of like on the darker end. I want something like really light. I feel like that could be fun. I think I have a pink one of these Maybelline ones. Is it gonna be the last one I pick up? Okay, I literally pulled every one of these lipsticks out, and I think it's this last one in the shade Blushing Pout. I think this is the one that I was looking for. Yes, definitely more of like a pinky nude. So that is what I'm gonna go with. I think that is more of the vibe that I'm looking for. So I think I have a pretty good stack here. I'm gonna jump back on camera and talk through it all real quick. Okay, I feel like that was a pretty easy selection process because I was very decisive in what I picked out, but I picked out my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer to wear when I'm not interested necessarily in wearing heavy foundation, or I can mix this with my Oma foundation, so I think that would work too. So I think this is gonna be great to have in this project. And then I picked out 4 different like cheek and face products. So my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Powder, like I mentioned, I think I've barely like touched this, so excited to get some usage on this one. And then I picked out 3 other products that all have pan on them, so that's exciting. I'm hoping to expand the pan on this butter bronzer in hopes that I can move it into my project pan at some point this year and finish it, because the last time I was in this Shop My Stash, I got that much pan on it from not having pan at all. So I think this one is just gonna continue to move fast. And then I rolled in my MAC Soft and Gentle highlight. I have a little bit of pan in this one down through the middle, so just continue to make some progress on this. Love this highlight, and I think it'll work well for the summertime. And then also, like I mentioned, I'm getting very close to finishing my NARS blush that's in my project pan, so wanted to have another option in this project for when that blush is done, and I figured I might as well expand the pan on this Too Faced blush a little bit in the shade Baby Love. That is it for face products, and then everything else is lip products. So I have 2 gloss type products. This one is a Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fenty Glow, so excited to use this. I don't think I've used this at all since I purchased it, so excited to get some usage on that. And then this one I've been using actually quite a bit. This is my NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. I recently got this and have just been pulling for it a lot. I'm actually wearing it today. It's just super easy to throw on and wear. So figured I'd count some usage and see how much I actually do use this and have it in this project. And then I was also looking for a very specific lipstick shade, and so I decided on this pinkish nude. This is the shade Blushing Pout. It's a matte lipstick from Maybelline, so excited to get some usage on that as well. And that is everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it all in my makeup bag, and I'll write everything out in my notebook so I can track usage. But I hope you all enjoyed this refresh of my Shop My Stash project pan. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.